Yeah. What? We're looking at Eleanor. And how cute she is. Buddy. Stop. So cute. Buddy. Oh my God, buddy.
Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It is March 20th. It is 3:35 in the afternoon, and I have been in a really sour mood. Sad, irritated, angry, morose, all sorts of feelings, and I've made the monumental mistake of listening to Sarah Bareilles, one of my favorite artists. I love her. And there's in particular a song called I Choose You, which I listened to over and over and over again before I moved down to Florida when I was in this relationship with that couple. You might remember that video. Yeah. And for those people who have not been with me for that long, yes, I was in a throuple, a poly relationship, and it was a huge mistake, and I was emotionally devastated and crushed by it in the end. For some reason I just listened to this song again today, which is, I guess, emotional flagellation is what I would call it, because, you know, yesterday was just, again, devastating. So I just honestly, last night after seeing you guys, I chatted with you guys for a bit. I ended up going back to the house, crawling about with the cats, and just honestly laying in bed watching YouTube videos and crying. And then about midnight, I was just like, I need to get out of this space. I just need to get out of this space. It was so, I jumped in the car, went to the gym, and I got on the elliptical for about 45 minutes, and then I did some sort of, what do you call them when you lift yourself up on that V-shaped bar? That doesn't look good on camera. Lifted that a few times, did some shoulder exercises, and then went back to the house. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, honestly, before I got to sleep, because my mind was just all over the place. And no, I did not go to a meeting. I should have, but I just honestly, yeah. So today, I really should have gone to a meeting, but I just couldn't get out of the house. I couldn't bring myself to get out of bed. I put my gym clothes on because eventually I'm going to try and get to the gym later on today. But I just need to get out of my head. And so I decided I would go over to Red Rock because I love Red Rock. I think it's very peaceful, especially when there's not a lot of people. And so I drove around. The effort to find a bank machine to get cash so I can pay to get in, and then just getting around town, whatever. Then I got there, and you need a reservation to get in. Now, I knew you needed one during busy parts of the year, but apparently you need a reservation to get in. And then they jacked the price up to $20 to get in there. And so I didn't have a reservation. They were going to charge me $20, and I'm already in a sour mood. The guy was like, I spoke to the guy at the thing. He's like, it's okay. I'll waive the reservation today. I'm like, no, is there a way to get out of here? Because I just can't. I'm not going to spend $20 to sit here on a rock, surrounded by 100 people, because the place is rocking. How or why it's rocking on a Wednesday, I have no idea. But I was like, I just need to get out of here. And I remembered, don't I sound really unlike myself? I don't think I sound like myself. I don't feel like myself. But then I remembered, just around the corner is the Calico Basin. And there's Red Spring, which I've never been to. It's over here somewhere. This is the place where I came to bury Aurora. Does anyone remember that? Yeah, that's when I buried a kitten out here in the desert. It was right up this hill over here by Calico Basin, and it's free to get in here. So I drove over. I figured I'd walk around. The desert is very calming to me, so I figured I'll be better after a visit here. But for $10 and maybe twice the drive, I could be at Valley of Fire. Screw Red Rock. Thank you very much. Never again. I'm never coming back here. All right, so I'm going to check out Red Spring or whatever this trail is. I see something marked. I'll finish my iced coffee first. I really should have been eating. I should have eaten this morning. I had a bowl of cereal, and I brought this protein drink with me just in case I get, like, super ravenous. But clearly, I am feeling hungry, angry, lonely, tired. But I'm not going to drink over it. It's just not a healthy space for me to be in. So here I am talking to you. And you're watching. What a kind person you are. All right, let me get out of the car. It's getting hot in here. And we'll see what Red Spring looks like. And that sounds like something out of a nightmare. Maybe I can see something of Calico Basin. All right, want to go with me? Come with me. All right, this looks very hopeful. The Calico Basin Trail. I'm not going to walk the whole way, but it's very nice. And if you look, well, once I pass these shrubs, you'll see that it's honestly almost as nice, if not better, than Red Rock. Although the trail is a little less neat and not quite as defined, but it's very pretty and free. So yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, it's clearly not a defined, neat trail like you would find over at Red Rock. Maybe that's where some of the money is going since they raise the prices. But yeah, the trail isn't quite neat, but there you go. It's the desert. It's very pretty. There's the parking area down there. It's very green. We've had a couple rainstorms here. It's very green. Let's come up over this rise here. Oh, there are houses over here. Imagine living here. Those are people's homes right there. Could you imagine living here? Wow. Can't imagine. And to look out your window and always see people walking around in the hills, that would be kind of weird, but let's head in that general direction for a little while. All right. A little more defined trail. Well, this is more work than the elliptical, so I'm not going to the gym later on. One of my irritations with Red Rock, charging $20 to get in there, and you know, and you have to have a reservation to walk around this. You need a reservation? Really? Okay. And you don't get the reservation fee waived if you have an annual membership. That you don't. Hey there. You don't. That reservation fee isn't waived if you have an annual membership. It just seems silly. But yeah, I'm probably never going back there again because once I get past these guys, I'll show you why I'm probably never going back up there. Because this is just as pretty. If not, that's the back of Red Rock. Right there. Red Rock is, well, that is Red Rock, but the popular scenic version's on the other side of that. But yeah, why pay $20? And yeah, so I am probably never going back to Red Rock. And I don't feel it's a loss. I don't think I'm losing out because I have Valley of Fire. Probably a 45-minute drive, if not less. And that only cost me $10. Oof. I'm going to try and head as far as I can that way. But for now, I'm kind of digging these rocks. They've got these, what looks like the measles or chicken pox or something, but all the rocks around here, all the way up there, are speckled with these spots of iron oxide that make the soil and the rocks red. Isn't that cool? That looks like it has the chicken pox. Just beautiful. Look how cute this little family is. So cute. One more reason my channel's not going to be huge and successful, well, in terms of, you know, huge monetary success, is these two kids that have been sort of pacing ahead of me were overhearing me talking to my phone. And they're like, hi, excuse me, very polite. And they're like, excuse me, do you have a YouTube channel? And I was like, yeah. Oh, what's your channel? I'm like, it's not worth it. You wouldn't be interested. Because I don't know how people find me, but I'm like, it's probably not for you. You know, these kids, they're probably 18 years old. And yeah, so I was like, yeah, it's not you, wouldn't be interested. They both laughed. But look at this, look at this. I'm having you look while I take a few deep breaths. Because, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful day here. I am so pleased I didn't go to Red Rock. I mean, look at that. Come on. And there's some standing water over there. That was me jumping. There's some standing water over here. I guess this is part of the springs. Water collects here when it rains. And there is a type of fairy shrimp that lives and dies in pools just like this in the desert. And I was hoping to see some, but no, I just see a couple flies. All right. Keep going. Something I Googled earlier today was, why does belly fat feel softer? I know it's gross. When you lose weight. So does the belly fat or body fat get softer when you lose weight? Because the skin right below my belly, above my privates, not to be too descriptive, is not quite as firm as it used to be. It's a little softer. It's not like I have skin hanging. I'm not losing that much weight, but the skin is definitely softer. And apparently no. So the fat cells aren't softer. They've shrunken. Apparently you have the same number of fat cells, whether you're fat or not. And it depends on how much fat you have. Those cells fill up like balloons, which is absolutely disgusting. But it also describes why the skin is softer. Hopefully I keep this weight off long enough that the skin will tighten up and no longer be so soft. There's more water down here. It's like a stream. Ooh, I'm doing my part to lose some more calories. Gorgeousness. The sunset's about just before 6 o'clock tonight, so I'm hoping to be out here late enough to see a really nice sunset. But for the time being, I'm going to enjoy this. Oh my God. You know what's nice? I'm recognizing it. I know that I sound out of breath to you, but I'd say 6 months ago, I would have been dying right now. Instead of just being a little short of breath, I would have been huffing and puffing and just dying. So there's growth, or reduction, I should say. I have to say, I think this is nicer than Red Rock. There's nobody here. Usually, you know, Red Rock, you'd see hundreds of people. You'd see people climbing rocks over there. You'll see people trying to show off, getting their Instagram moments up there. This is actually quite nice. What must have really poured here recently. So great. So great. Do you recognize these leaves? It looks like holly, right? Nope, it's oak. Yep, oak. This is like a miniature oak tree that has evolved to handle the desert. I'm not sure what season acorns usually come out, but you'll find little teeny tiny little miniature acorns all over these little trees. Kind of cool. Oh, I'm trying not to get my fancy sneakers dirty. I didn't think I was going to be climbing through mud. There's a whole stand of oak. I can't believe how wet the ground is here. Where am I going? Over here. Let's go up here. It's easier. There's a lot of flies out here, which is weird. You don't usually see them in the desert. Now, they'll warn you if you're out here that there can be flash floods. I can only imagine that this little gorge here would be really quite dynamic and maybe even dangerous when there's a rainstorm. But I don't know if I'm going to climb much more. That seems pretty steep over there for me. Maybe I'll pop over there and then be done. Oh, I'm hungry. I want pizza so bad. I want pizza. Big greasy piece of pizza so bad. I can't have it. I have a protein drink in the car. That looks pretty. No. Oh, I think this is where my journey ends today because I really don't want to fight through all of this. I just met the cutest this little couple here. They're very young, beautiful. They're gorgeous and super, super, super sweet. We just had a little chat, and they're the couple that I told you about earlier, where I was like, yeah, you don't want to see my channel. It's boring. And when I told them what my content is usually like, they both laughed like, yeah, that's not us. But they were super nice. They took a picture for me. All right, let's get back to the car and have that energy drink. I'm starving. Look at that sky. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Speaking of pretty, something you don't see all the time here in the desert, little flowers. They look like little miniature iris. So pretty. Girl Scout Trail. So next time I'm here, I'll do the Girl Scout Trail. I think it brings you over there somewhere. How pretty are those colors? So pretty. Red Rock where? Who? What? Yeah, no thanks. I know I keep saying it, but isn't it beautiful? Those dark stripes on the mountains over there, those are shadows from clouds. So pretty. And just really, really, really just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous place. So what's also funny, it's a beautiful spot, right? But as I'm walking through, just looking around, appreciating everything. Oh, there's some rock climbers up there. Okay. There's these three guys walking by, and one of them is dressed like the Crow or something. I mean, just very gothic. And out of the corner of my eye, I see them stop in unison, and one of them goes, "Man, I'm high." And I just about died. Absolutely hysterical. But yeah, look at that. Let's see, can you see them? See them? Yeah, that little tiny dark spot right there. Let's see how good my camera is. Huh, that's pretty damn high. That is pretty damn high. High, that's very funny. They're high, so are they. Look right there in the middle. See that? There's a guy sitting there, or a gal. There's someone climbing the rock right there. That looks very difficult to me. And that looks like a German Shepherd. Actually, it looks like the Easter Bunny. Oh, it's a German Shepherd. Look at the dog. Look at that. Oh my what I would do to be able to take Buddy out in places like this. Oh my God, he would love it. Oh, he would love it, but I would wake up dead with my jugular scraped open by his little ivory fingers. Yeah, Buddy is not meant to be out taking walks. Some of you, not a lot of you, have said that I should train Buddy to wear a harness or a leash or something. You can't put a leash on Buddy. Nobody puts baby in the corner. All right. I need that protein drink. Getting deliriously hungry. Rattlesnake habitat? Stay on the board. So the rattlesnakes are over there, but they're not over here. Okay. Well, I'm so glad to know. There is a little boardwalk area, which I think goes over a spring or something over there. So I'm going to head over there, but I'm kind of mildly freaked out by the rattlesnake habitat sign. And this is the Calico overlook, which I don't know if that's a trail up. I don't really even see a trail, but I'm going to go up this ramp thing here. Looks like someone got married or something over here. Oh, you could have a little barbecue. Red Spring, a desert oasis. For thousands of years, both wildlife and people have depended on Red Spring for its lush vegetation, abundant food, and permanent water. Interesting. I have never heard of this before. Let's go up here. All right. This is nice. There's another rattlesnake sign up there. Oh, this is nice to walk on these planks. Early birds and night owls. I thought I saw it was a red-tailed hawk I saw earlier today. Pretty cool. Oh, I guess, yeah, I saw one of those. Neat. Well, this is quite a path here. And you can see how established this tree is. So you know there's permanent water here year-round. In fact, it's leafing out because this is certainly not irrigated. Actually, I see water right under here. I don't know if you can hear it, but those people on that bench right there someone's playing the flute. They're playing Amazing Grace on the flute. Hear it? So nice. Wasn't that nice? This is kind of like, it's giving me High Line vibes, if you know the High Line in New York City, where it's basically a park built on a train track, or an elevated train track. It's giving me those vibes. I don't know where it goes. This is an honest-to-goodness meadow in the desert. And the explanation for this, which I find fascinating, is right over here. Oh, what's over here? There's the illustration shows that the snow and the rain that falls, because these mountains are fairly high and they capture a lot of rain and precipitation that doesn't make it to the ground in the desert. And it all kind of goes and percolates through the ground and ends up down here where this little meadow is. I think that's wild. And there's lots of little bugs. That little flower I showed you earlier, the blue one, it's the blue-eyed, Nevada blue-eyed grass or something. I don't know. But there's kind of a little cave, which I would love to go into. I can't get there because it's blocked off. And there's rattlesnakes, apparently. But there's a cave right there. Isn't that wild? It's like literally a cave. I would love to go in there. But there's probably snakes and stuff, so we're going to stay here on the barbed walk. There's more of this. Oh, sorry. More of this speckled stone. Tumbleweed right there. Isn't this beautiful? It's a meadow right in the middle of the desert. How cool is this? And look at the colors. So pretty. Oh my God, there's a cat on a leash. Look. Oh my God, I would die. Yeah, Buddy would never do that, ever. Oh my God, that is a fantasy of mine. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, hi. Oh, look at this puppy. Hi, babies. Oh, no, other way.
No, it's fun.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Do you remember that dog bit me when I drove out to Thrift and More in, I don't know where I was, Yuma? I don't know where I was, but it's always the little ones. Remember that dog bit me? But I was just going to tell you as I was walking, I'm like, do you hear the difference in my voice and my breathing, the timbre of my voice, the cadence of my voice? Do you hear the difference between now and earlier in this video where I sounded frantic? Oh, I so badly needed to come out here. I am so grateful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look, an honest to goodness meadow. Isn't that neat? And I just saw a sign over here. Red Spring rock art. The earliest rock images on the walls and boulders at Red Spring may be over 6,000 years old. And look, there's some right there. 6,000 years old. 6,000 years old. Isn't that when the pyramids were being built? Craziness. But yeah, I am having a spectacular day here. I am feeling completely refreshed. And this will definitely be my go-to instead of Red Rock. I still hold resentment against Red Rock for doubling their price and making it difficult to get in there. But yeah, just having a grand day here, feeling refreshed and human. I love these signs. I learned so much. The story of Red Springs Aztec sandstone began 180 million years ago in a vast field of towering red dunes that covered much of the southwest United States. Over time, water moved through the dunes, cementing the grains into sandstone. And the red spots on the rock, iron oxide often accumulates in rock, forming concretions, which those little red spots are. Those are the spots. The bumps are the concretions where the sandstone around the iron oxide wears away, leaving the iron oxide bump. And then those bumps sometimes are freed from their sandstone prisons and become little marbles of red iron oxide. Isn't that neat? I'm sure many of you were bored to tears, but I think that's neat. And look at this. Look at the light. Look at the light. So pretty. I never tire of the beauty of this part of the country. It's just never tiring to me. Sorry, it might be for you if you're still watching. It's just so beautiful here, and this is so peaceful. The parking lot's pretty packed, but I suspect it's a lot of rock climbers. There's a bunch of people climbing the rocks back behind me. I just passed by another educational sign that talked about the people who lived here. They've lived here in Las Vegas for 6,000 years. For over 6,000 years, they've lived here, and these springs that are around me are the reason there was so much food and material like trees and grasses and shrubs and foliage to create shelters. And boy, it's just fascinating. It's just fascinating. These rattlesnake snake signs are still freaking me out, though. I'm so glad this boardwalk has been built. I feel human again, thank goodness. I find the desert, not that this looks like a desert right now, right? All these trees. I find the desert to be so healing and so peaceful for me. It's even more so than the ocean. Like, I loved spending time by the ocean when I lived on the coasts, you know, in New England and in Florida. I found it to be a beautiful, peaceful place. But the ocean and the beach, oh, that dog, can you hear it? That's that little one. The ocean and the beach, except for the cloudscapes and the color of the water, is really very little change. That in my opinion, to the ocean and the water. Yes, there's definitely change in texture and color and the palette of light, but the desert can be, every 50 feet can be a completely different environment. And I find it to be so interesting, energizing, but also relaxing and peaceful. I just love it here. So, my birthday is tomorrow. I'm turning 55 years old. Crazy. John was 78, so he was 23 years older than me, and it's just a wake-up call and a reminder that, man, time is passing so quickly. It's not a joke. The older you get, the faster time moves. But tomorrow is my birthday, and I'm kind of torn. I've mentioned I'm craving pizza. I want pizza. I want a big pizza. I want a grinder. I want a big fat, which is a sub sandwich in other parts of the country. In New England, it's a grinder. I would love a big fat, like, sandwich on a giant thick roll. Man, I would love that. And cake. I love cake. Cake and pie and cookies. Part of me is thinking of going to buy myself a birthday cake. Maybe one of the little ones at the grocery store. Nothing huge. But the fantasy is to wake up and have birthday cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just enjoy cake, a lot of cake. But then that Kate Moss quote, nothing feels so good as being skinny, or something like that. Like, is it worth eating cake on my birthday to slow down my weight loss journey? I'm torn. But I'm probably going to end up with a piece of cake tomorrow. Maybe a cupcake. I don't know. I want a whole cake. I don't know what to do. I'll probably break. Oh, the colors. Look. Isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous. All right, I'm back at my car, but I want to show you one last look at this gorgeousness. If you're in Vegas, Calico Basin, you gotta come. Like, it's unbelievably gorgeous. Perfect time of year to be here, too. Middle of March. All right. Less picturesque, but there's my car right over there. So excited. There's my lunch. I want cake. That's what I want. I want cake. But I'm going to the grocery store. I'm going to try and not buy cake. But I want to buy some cabbage. I have been craving haluski or halushki, whatever it is. It's like a Polish dish with cabbage and egg noodles and butter. I might as well eat cake, right? But I've been craving, and onions. It has onions too. So I've been craving halushki, whatever it's called. But yeah, so I'm thinking of making that tonight for dinner, because I want a meal. I want a meal tonight. I want cake. I thought I drove past the overlook, but here we are, and I think there's a parking spot right here for me, so that's great. All right, here we go. This is awesome. I still love turning on and off my car just by pushing a button. I still think that's the coolest thing. There's a lot of bikers up here. Someone literally has a full, there's literally a drum set. Do you see it? I'll show you in a sec. But in the meantime, yeah, literally, there's a drum set over there. We have to go check that out. Maybe they're filming a music video or something. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, there's cameras and microphones over there. He just threw his sticks. Yeah, they must be filming for a music video or something. Such a great day. So great. All right, let's go buy some groceries. I might actually hang out here just for a little bit because I think the sun's going to set in probably 15-20 minutes. And I've got a book in the back. I'll just grab that, hang out here, relax. I'm hungry, but that can wait. I've got a bottle of water. I might just sit in the car and read for a little while while I wait for the sunset, because I think that would be really remarkable to be out here at sunset. So we'll wait and see what happens. Dodging the sun, I found a little corner I can hide in right here. Hey, so I don't have a book in the car, but I found something almost as good. I found a big giant jar of peanut butter. I usually travel with peanut butter, usually not this big a jar, but they didn't have a smaller one with the no sugar added. So this was in my suitcase, and in my lunch bag, which I still have in my car from a recent trip, I found some crackers that aren't stale. How exciting. So I put a little smear of peanut butter on there. So this peanut butter, because there's no sugar, there's more peanuts, so there's more calories, but less carbohydrates. There's 200 calories in 2 tablespoons. So that's probably, I don't know, a fifth of a teaspoon. So I can have like 4 or 5 of these little crackers with a little bit of peanut butter. That'll get me through before I have to eat dinner. And the sun's going to be setting 15-20 minutes. Yay, I will see you later after my snack. The sun is just about to set behind those mountains over there, and the shadows of the mountains are just starting to reach across this plain here towards Red Rock over there. I've had my peanut butter, feeling a little bit better. I'm gonna hang out here just for a little bit longer, see how the light changes, and then I need to go grab some food. Hey guys, hi. So while I was at that overlook, I looked at some of the video clips I've been filming for today, and I've realized this video is going to be close to 40 minutes long. Some of you like longer videos, others you'll find this to be a 40-minute long video of me walking around in the desert complaining about how hungry I am. So I'm gonna end this video and with a line of thanks for being so present with me. In the comments section, you folks have just been so kind and loving and making great suggestions. I can't thank you enough. You guys are always with me during the highs, the lows, the in-betweens, and I value it so much. Thank you. So I'm gonna go buy some groceries and have a quiet night at home with the cats, and then contemplate what I'm doing for my birthday tomorrow. Probably not a lot. So I'll see you guys soon, all right? Fly safe. Bye.